I start a new book today, The Dwellers on the Nile, The Life, History, Religion, and Literature of the Ancient Egyptians by E.A. Wallis Budge. And we see a plaque, Usir-Tesen III and Amenemhat III. Early in the year 1925, the Reverend Dr. C.H. Irwin, general editor of the Religious Tract Society, informed me that the committee wished to keep on their list of publications a little book entitled The Dweller on the Nile, which I wrote for them so far back as 1885. The book, he said, had been well received by the public and had been reprinted from stereotype plates several times. It would have been reprinted again had the plates been available, but unfortunately during the Great War, the government, being in need of lead, requisitioned them for military purposes, and they were, together with those of the books of many other writers, melted down. The first idea of the officers of the society was that the book might be revised before reprinting, and they brought with them the last available copy of the book, viz. The file copy, to discuss the matter with me. A glance at the chapters in the book showed that no revision, however drastic, would be satisfactory either to the society or to their readers, for the book was written when a long series of important excavations, which only became possible after an occupation of Egypt by the British in 1882 to 1883, was about to begin. During the 40 and more years that have elapsed since I wrote the little book, excavations have been carried on in as many parts of both Upper and Lower Egypt, Nubia, the Egyptian Sudan, and the Sinaitic Peninsula by the accredited agents of the governments of Great Britain, America, Egypt, France, Germany, Italy, and Russia, and by numerous societies and private individuals. Besides these, the natives in many parts of Egypt on excavation of sites and tombs known to them, either clandestinely or with the permission of the various directors of the services of antiquities in Egypt. All these excavations have brought to light an enormous number of historical monuments and funerary antiquities, and the information derived from them through the exertion of scholars both in and out of Egypt has completely revolutionized the science of Egyptology in all its branches. The objects recovered from its cemeteries in Abydos and the sites of its neighborhood, and from Nekada and Gebaline, Jabaline, the date and their historical value of which was first recognized by the late, alas, J.D. Morgan, have revealed to us much of the civilization of the Egyptians towards the close of the Neolithic period in Egypt, and supplies much information about the kings of the earliest dynasties. Now, aside from the direct destruction, the horror of melting down the printing implements, and perhaps the only record of nonfiction books, is a cost that war should never make. Of course, the books should be in the heart, in the experience, too. The results obtained from excavations in the Delta, in the Pyramid Fields, at Saqqara, in the Fayoum, in the Thebaid, in Nubia, and in the Egyptian Sudan have made it possible to construct a nearly complete list of the kings in Egypt, to write with very considerable accuracy the history of Egypt, and to describe the foreign influences, both Asiatic and European, that transformed the rude and semi-savage aboriginal peoples of the Nile Valley into one of the greatest and most civilized nations of antiquity. And I would actually trace this back to actual Atlantis. Not some fable, but a trans-African nation of long, long ago. The Berbers tell us where it is. Herodotus later tells us where it is.